I'm having an ongoing battle with ants here. Here I sprayed vinegar solution, water with vinegar 50-50%, and looks like they are kind of dead, but they I've done it like 3-4 times now. Every few days I have to do it again, even though while it's patching, the plastic and vinegar should stay without evaporating. They still kind of come back here, and I didn't have it last year, only last recent weeks. It gets hot during the day, and as it's cold at night, the ants crawl inside. They can only get from there up there to get here, and that, like about 100 ants were all together in the morning. Sometimes I open that place and I see them all running around. This is my shower bottle. I don't want 2 shower bottles. I don't want them to get clogged with ants inside, but they unlikely they go inside the bottle. There's enough dripping water for them. But they just from cold at night they come here, and in the morning it cools down, so they don't run around anymore. Early morning they are all one little spot, like 100 ants below there. So vinegar works only for a couple of days. If it's an open air sprayed on, then it's only for a few hours. But this is not the only spot. I had the only problem with ants that I had like last year was here, where they are making quite a mess with plants up there, and the plants are going to die, and they're getting some white and sticky. In one of the videos I showed. So every once in a while I see here big mess of thousands of ants, tiny garden ants. I have problems only with tiny garden ants. No other bugs like cockroaches, nothing. One cockroach in a couple of months only I've seen. Last time I've seen like 3-4 months ago, one cockroach only. I have plenty of geckos, and geckos are eating them, I guess. Or they are just not visible in my place. Maybe somewhere in garden they are, but they don't bother me at all. But tiny garden ants, last year we've been running all around. I mean, not inside the cave. So only now we have become here, because I have some hot spots here, like security cameras, which are warmer than outside temperature at night, and this is an issue. This is an issue because they go inside the power stations. Today I charged both of them, so we're 100% now. Yeah, 100%. So this one I haven't seen any ants on the smaller one, because I don't use it very often. Only now, while I've been messing around with the bigger power station, I've been using a couple of weeks this one now, but I don't see any ants on this one. But the question is now, I switch them off because I think I have to take them apart to see inside. One of the last videos I showed how many ants I had inside when I opened the lid. I screwed it off, and I didn't have any more solution because the application of spray vinegar with water, it didn't work enough. It didn't work enough, and it looks like a little bit it worked, and then they come back. So I can't play around too much with spraying liquid around the power stations, because the ventilator takes it in, and I may have some issues with humidity inside that. So 2 days ago I bought one second, I have to sneeze. Here in Madeira, temperature is changing so much. It's like you come from outside like all sweating 27 degrees, and as soon as you are in the shadow, you're getting wind and cold immediately. So I'm sneezing constantly, but it's allergic sneeze mostly. So I didn't have choice. I talked with some technical guys, and they gave me some glue which they eat, and it kills the ants. But it's very expensive. It only tiny part is still left, and I used it all in one day. I put in different places. I didn't really want to buy it first, because I don't want dead ants all around, and I'm living in nature, but nothing else worked. And I was worried that maybe geckos will eat the poisoned ants, and the gecko's gonna die around or get sick. But I don't have any choice, because we are taking over my space now here. I need electricity. I can't live without power station, and the security cameras, in winter I can put them tape over the ventilation, so it doesn't matter. But the power station is an issue, and I was looking all around in shops. I tried to find the air blower, like a long nozzle. They sell air, compressed air, but I can't buy like one bottle of compressed air for 14 euros, 15 euros an hour. It's ridiculous prices here. So I bought the small glue, and it's strangely, some places it works, some places it doesn't. Like for example here, very often here are big nests of ants underneath here, and I put the sticky poison here for ants. They don't like at all. They don't eat nothing. Don't even touch. So, but they are gone because I put the vinegar spray there. So here I tried also the poison. So I put a little bit here, and the one line I put here, and I watched in the morning. Ants are running, but they didn't. It's evaporated now. A little bit is left, but it was a nice sweet poison here for them to eat. But they didn't. They just touched it and went around, and nobody wanted to eat the poison. So probably here they are not hungry. They have some better food, natural food around in plants, so they don't want this poison. I haven't seen at least eating them. I watch them every half an hour in the morning. They didn't touch it, and there neither. And there is one corner when I put also, and where I used to hang around the ants, and they didn't. But here they liked a lot. Here in the next to the power station, I put in several places. It's still visible. It's sticky. Here they come back. Like 2 days have been this now, and here they come and they go. They come and go, and sometime in the morning is a lot of them eating again. So I'm not applying new one. I have to wash it off after they are all dead. But the vendor of glue said me you have to wait for a week. And as I didn't find the blower to blow them out of a power station, here I seen like after I applied the glue, only place where I like to eat was this one, the power station. So probably food is too far from them to go. Around all these corners it's hard to find trace out to the garden from here, because they cannot jump directly. We have to go all the kind of corners here, find out. So they were probably hungry, and that's why they've been eating this poisonous glue instead of something healthier. And here as well, I didn't want to apply glue directly here. I found a place. I put a piece of paper from the same box, it was part of a box of glue. I ripped it off and I put glue on top of it, and it's still left, but half a day they didn't touch it, and then probably then I've seen every day like 2-3 ants walking around here all over this place. And then they found probably the food finally, and yesterday evening, no, today morning, early morning, I seen hundreds of them all around, a big mess of ants. So they called up the reserves of them to eat here, and look, tiny one is still running here. I don't want it. So we'll see. But yeah, I was talking about the compressed air. I wanted to buy the blower with the ventilator. They don't sell it. So I don't gonna spend like 15 euros for a compressed air bottle. And if I'm gonna blow with my own mouth, then it's gonna blow all into my face. So it's not a good idea to blow directly or with a straw. It's not so comfortable. We're gonna blow all around here. Anyway, I have to take it out then. But after they die, I have no choice. I have to clean it all up from the dead ants, wherever they are. And for that, I had no choice. I spent money. I bought a portable Hoover vacuum cleaner. And it has 2 speeds only. But it will last for, technically should last for 30 minutes about, fully charged. So it's quite a good quality. But its question is it's money. I bought it only because of ants. I don't have other use of it for now. And I'm not gonna open it to show because it's not necessary, but it's not with a bag of dust. It's centrifuge system, small one, quite a good, but it's expensive. It's 90 euros. So after buying for 90 euros this, I got 10% bonus to buy something else, like 10 euros, 9 euros I got from this. So I bought for 9.99. I bought this one. I paid 1 euro a scale. Years ago I used scale when I did some fasting, but now I don't need it anymore because I pretty much can feel myself how much weight I lose. But as I got it almost for free for 1 euro, then I did buy it. But that's what I'm messing around with. So instead of having flying ants when I'm blowing them out of a power station, I had to buy the vacuum cleaner. And I'm not rich, but I have to buy certain things, even though I'm avoiding any expenses. So I bought also second one boiler, 20 euros. But this for economy. One I keep for water, and another one I bought. This is only for water, and this is I'm using only for eggs, boiling eggs. So eggs are quite cheap. So in one of the videos recently I told that I have to sneeze again. Damn it! Sometimes it's so often that I have no choice. Anyway, so I recently told in one video that I don't have here fridge, and I have no place to keep food, but I had to have to correct now that I have plenty of food. I mean snacks which can last for half a year, and like potato powder can last couple of years, etc. dried. But for protein food it's hard to find something which stays without fridge. So eggs in Portugal are not washed, so these are empty already, which eggs I keep in double plastic, not to have any animals going in. But empty ones, boxes I keep just in case if I want to insulate for noise someday. If I'm gonna do some work here and from outside noises I wanna insulate. Anyway, at the moment they don't bother me, but maybe I'm gonna throw away later. So protein food is difficult to keep here without fridge, and the eggs are only ones which last in room temperature for a couple of weeks. And inside the cave is quite stable, so it doesn't matter if it's sunny or cloudy. The temperature very little changes inside the cave. Both in winter and summer, it slowly only changes during several weeks. And that's why I needed a boiler, because I am with water. I'm quite have to be careful not to spend too much water, so I cannot throw it out every time to put new water in. I boil eggs, but if I put eggs touching the plate, the hot plate down inside the water, it's gonna burn and not gonna be equal. So what I did, I bought, where did I put it? I bought this thing. I cut out from here this thing inside. Here I'm boiling water, so I can put my fingers inside the water, no problem. So this I cut out from there, and it's a spiral. So by cutting it, I don't have a camera to hold. So it is a spiral. So it was larger a little bit. So by cutting around smaller and smaller, I finally found the right size which fits inside, and I bent the legs which were left from the spiral, bent them inside, so they touch the plate. Now I have to clean it. I messed it up. Some waste of water a little bit. So I cut it into the right size, and now it keeps the eggs inside the boiler spaced like 1 centimeter higher from about a centimeter or 1 inch or 1.5 centimeters higher from the bottom plate, so they don't get burned, the eggs. I can put here, depending on size of eggs, like 3, or some with very big eggs, and 2 only, if they don't fit nicely together. So this reduces the use of power. Instead of boiling several times water and putting into other place which is cold and cools down very rapidly, this is plastic and keeps water hot for longer. And just one time I tested several ways, and just in 5 minutes I have boiled eggs, and then I just wait sometimes for 10 minutes to cool down slowly. And here I keep cold water, so the eggs are better to peel when after like 7, 8, 9 minutes they've been in hot water. I take them out with a spoon and put them into cold water for a couple of minutes. So the how it's called in English, I'm not native English speaker, so the shell of egg doesn't stick to egg after cooking if I put it from hot water directly to cold water for several minutes. So that's what I'm having as a protein food. Otherwise, all the meat and cheese that I have, I can't keep them more than a couple of days. But even though eggs, I don't keep them more than 2 or 3 days here anyway. But just in case, sometimes I have nice good food outside, so I don't need to use the eggs here, and we can stay for a week or 2 if needed. So that's the solution. Otherwise, I'm having like, they're all packed, but I have small stoves, electric stoves, and I tried with them, and they are not very powerful, so we don't put wet water to boil very fast. I have to wait 10-15 minutes, and even though it doesn't use much power, after 15 minutes it takes more than twice than just boiling eggs in this system. So that's what I'm messing around with. And this one I just keep in case if I have something else to do with that later. This poison is very expensive, like €8 one tube. So today I bought another one. I haven't used it yet, but this I got €1.99, like €2 in supermarket, against ants and cockroaches. I don't need about cockroaches, but you'll see about ants. And in the morning when I'm going out, not to breathe it in, I can spray it as an... Actually, let me try how it works. So yeah, I put them just on top of a lock saver, we didn't go there. But this I could spray technically into the power station from ventilation hole. But let me see. I'm not using it yet because perhaps the poison has worked well. If the poison doesn't work anymore, I will have to buy every week for €8 poison, you know. It's gonna be like 35, 30, 40 euros a month, you know. It's too much. So if that one would work, I could spray into the power station, would be excellent. But then I will have to clean them up, all the dead mess. And that's gonna be big work, because I have to unscrew the power station, all the electronic plates there, disconnect them, to go deep inside to find the ants from there. Or maybe I just leave it. If we are dead or not. Actually, I see some ants here now. Let me try and it just blows away the ants. It's not the right moment, as I'm gonna stay home now. I'm gonna breathe in the poison. Anyway, definitely it's not deadly, but I avoid breathing in that kind of things. So that's my story. I'm messing around here and I don't have much income. I'm having some social help only and some small donations, so you can always make me some extra donations on my website. But yeah, with the and this I cannot use a spray around the water because it can permeate into the water. I don't drink this water, but I'm using it as a shower. And if any poison goes into that, and if I spray it outside, for example, and with humidity drips into the nozzle here and gets inside, then your skin is also taking humidity in, especially when you don't drink much or you lose much energy. In summer you sweat, and after you take a shower with shampoo, and it goes into your body. So one guy did like told me a long time ago. He was in prison and he did a hunger strike, and he learned that if you in Austria, he was. I never been to Austria. I'm traveling actually to Austria, but he said in Austria he was an illegal immigrant, and he was like 20-30 years ago maybe. Put in prison there, and he learned if you do hunger strike and you for over a week you don't eat anything, or it was about how much weight you lose, well, then they will release you. They don't deport you. And he decided to do hunger strike, and he didn't eat anything, and he waited because the guards also waited him to make sure that he really doesn't eat. And he said each time he took shower, his weight went up for a kilogram or something around that, about kilo or more or less. I don't remember exactly. But he said, you know, if you are hungry and you don't drink much, you want to lose weight, you're gonna take shower, your skin will drink instead of you the humidity in. So if you take a shower, keep in mind that any shampoo you use, it's gonna get into your cells. And one neuroscientist told me, not told me, but told on internet a story that some people who go in summer, who are city people and go in summer to help in countryside, and without gloves, without plastic gloves, go into dump sand, helping pick potatoes or whatever, because there is shit dumped onto the gardens as a nutrient, and shit have all kind of bacteria, microbes in, and your nerve cells are long cells. They are connected from your brain even into your fingers, and if you use if you touch some poisonous soil and your body is not immune to that, like country people, if you're a city person, it permeates through your fingers, and it takes about half a year to get for poisonous molecules to get to travel from your fingers slowly, because these are not electrical signals. Electrical signals go fast, but molecules themselves, they permeate through the skin, they go through your fingers, and they arrive to the brain after half a year. And so if you have some sudden weakness and illness and bad feeling in winter, then without any other reason, then think about maybe you've been somewhere camping outside, helping your countryside people with bare hands, something touching a soil full of bacteria. So I like science, so I'm telling all kinds of stories randomly sometimes, which are connected. So that's the reason I don't want to use poison here as well on shower. That in any case, if I'm gonna touch with fingers, one day it can end up in my brain, even if I don't breathe it in. So that's the story. But yeah, I spent about 150 euros from my reserve money again for all kind of these things, for boiling eggs, which actually gonna save me up money slowly, because I don't have to buy any more cheese and meat for my protein supplements. Eggs are much cheaper, but in the long run it's gonna save me money a little bit. I prefer, of course, eat meat and cheese, but I can't afford it right now. So I'm eating social places, and whenever some are missing nutrients, then the eggs have a lot of minerals, needed minerals and vitamins and animal proteins. So that's a solution I'm opting for, just to save up money. But yeah, about the vacuum cleaner, there was a cheaper one as well. But the question is, cheaper one didn't have the right voltage for me, and this one was 90 euros, but for 29 euros I could have bought different one, but it lasted only 15 minutes on full charge. It was different, bigger one a little bit, and 10 hours to charge, plus it didn't have USB charging, like this one has USB-C charging. It charges only 4 hours to full and lasts 30 minutes. So even though it's 3 times more expensive, it's I mean, I can use it in a cave using my power station here. That's a story. Probably this video have been already cut several times, because the security camera cuts video after 10 minutes, so there will be some skipping every 10 minutes. There's nothing to do about it. I still haven't found any camera which has timestamp. I have last summer I had little bit money, so I bought Insta360X5, which I showed already, but I'm keeping it only for security recording in case of emergency, if something is happening, as I'm old security guard with 20 years experience or more. So I need one camera which films everything around you in case something happens and you can prove that you are not the cause of the trouble. So that's old camera which screen isn't working anymore. I point at me without knowing, or if I point outside somewhere without knowing where exactly, it shows, but it doesn't matter, it's just for a record. One day I will tell you a story why I'm filming so often. I mean, I need to keep track of what I'm doing here, because one day I need it as a proof. But I will tell, that's another long story, why it's necessary, my activities, to keep track record with date stamp and time. Time is even not so important, but date is absolutely important. So I upload these videos to archive, that's archive.org. I upload on YouTube and Rumble, so when I will need it, I have exactly to show what I've done here and my progress. As well, there wouldn't be a need to film so often to show what's going on here in this garden. So I guess that's it. Have a nice time there. Don't forget to make some donations, and I'm signing off right now for a moment until something new is again to tell stories about.